best seasons of The Simpsons. We have separate lists.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we went through the whole 30 seasons with the Screen Rant. Now we're going to do our own, and we wrote these down before we looked at the Screen Rant list.
And it turns out we have a lot in common with the top 5 anyway, maybe even top 8 or something, but there's some deviations.
Yeah, one they
a
have
few of them, but
really low. Anyway, we'll get into it. Okay,
yeah.
Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just start it then. We'll go with number 5. So this is off our list. This is our top 5. Go ahead. What's your number 5?
My number 5. I have my little notebook here.
Yeah, you did a whole...
The whole breakdown.
Yeah, you did went into... There's like a whole... You were like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. Like you had the chalkboard and
of
all these...
Zach Galifianakis and...
Hangover?
Hangover. That's what I was thinking. You went for the classier one.
Yeah.
Anyways, so number 5 for me is season 4. Just a refresher that has Camp Krusty, that has Homer the Heretic where he meets God, that has the Itchy and Scratchy movie, that has Mr. Plow, that has Lisa's first word, anything that's a throwback episode where they're going into their past. I love that stuff. In the early episodes anyway, and the later stuff that kind of potentially messes with continuity and whatever. But anyways, Lisa's first word, Monorail, the Brother Can You Spare 2 Dimes, which is, when Unky Herb comes back. I choose you. And there's a picture of a train.
What is that episode called?
I Love Lisa.
Okay. Yeah.
You could actually pinpoint the moment his heart rips in half.
Yeah. And then also at the beginning and the end, the Monster Mash.
Yeah, he's like, you played the wrong song.
Yeah. Then at the end, dang it.
Yeah. Dental plan.
Number 5.
What? I put it that low? That episode might be one of the highest. But the season I put 5th. I mean, that's still out of 30. Come on. Well, really, it's not out of 30 for me. It's only out of like 10. Because the other ones don't even stand a chance. But yes, Dental Plan. Yeah. And then Whacking Day. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff that season.
All right.
Go on.
My number 5. Well, real quick. Did you want to give an honorable mention? Just throw something out there, or...
No. I mean, I kind of mentioned it in the other videos. I think I didn't include season 3. I mean, yeah, we talked a lot about season 1 in the last video, just kind of, or in the first video, I think. Or, I don't know. We paid homage to that one, because it's definitely not high on the list, but it's where it all began, so...
Yeah, I wanted to throw that out there because I have an honorable mention, which I almost included as my number 5. It was kind of a toss-up, but there was a reason it was... There's really only one reason why it was a toss-up for me. Overall, the season I picked is a lot better. The only reason I was going to put this other season up there is because of one joke, really. But, the honorable mention is season 9. Which came up in the other list way down at like 16. And there's not a lot of... I mean, there's good episodes. I don't know if there's a lot of great episodes that season. But the one joke in that season, why I almost put it in the top 5, was the one we just saw the other day too, where Homer is going to steal Moe's car. So Moe is dating Hank Azaria. Is dating, he's dating
I thought you said
a woman.
I thought you were saying he was dating Hank Azaria.
No. No. Moe's dating someone who's actually, so the voice actors Hank Azaria and Helen Hunt.
Who they were married at the time. Yeah.
So anyway, but that whole episode. It's a good episode, but this one joke is Homer steals the car as he was supposed to do. Well, no, right, the plan goes awry.
It goes awry, yeah.
So he decides to crash this car off this cliff. So he does. He gets it rolling. He's like, I'm a genius. He's going to roll out of the car at the last minute, which he rolls right onto this rock. And he goes, right, rolling on the rock, right back into the car.
That's like one of the funniest.
Yeah.
One of the laugh out loud funniest moments.
Like I remember,
ever.
like really just, I don't know if I remember exactly where I was. But I remember my reaction to that the first time.
I remember, but
based
also,
on that.
just in addition to that, I mean, beyond the first time, I don't crack up every time I see it because now I know and I'm just like, that's hilarious. But I've seen people watch that episode for the first time and they die laughing at that part too. It's just so unexpected. It's hilarious. Yes. But I mean, I think season 9 is definitely high on my list, but
so that
they put it low.
Yeah, they put it at 16.
I guess my honorable mention would be season 5. That made it 6th on my list. So
okay,
good stuff. But
what was your season?
4.
Okay. Just real quick then, since my honorable mention 9 was at 16, your season 4 on Screen Rants list was number 1.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so my actual number 5 was season 7.
High on my list.
Which is, high on your list, the conclusion of Who Shot Mr. Burns, Bart Sells His Soul, Radioactive Man. We went through all those. It's a great season. Which ended up being Waylon Smithers. Who Shot Mr. Burns.
What is on the other episode we just saw? Well, no. It ended up being the baby. It ended up being Maggie. And they're like, I thought it was Smithers. That'd make more sense.
Yeah.
But it was actually Maggie who did it?
Yeah, at least it's like that'd make more sense. Or even the clip show we saw where he's like, the original idea was to have Waylon Smithers, Waylon Smithers is the one who shot Mr. Burns. But then, of course, you'd have to ignore all that Simpson DNA, and that would just be silly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silly. Anyway, so that was season 5. Or, no, season 7 was my number 5. Okay, what was your 4?
My number 4 is season 2. I love season 2. Let me list off a few episodes for you. We got Demoxenil. I mean, that's not the name of the episode, but it's Simpson and Delilah. But the Demoxenil episode is so good. That's so good. Thanksgiving episode. It's my tradition every year to watch it, which this past year I didn't get to. It was a whole thing. But I love that Thanksgiving episode. It's up there with the Christmas episode, the Simpsons roasting on a open fire, whatever. The first one. The Daredevil, which we talked about in length in the last one. Yeah, the Daredevil episode. This season has a lot of heart. That's what we were discussing last time, too. This has the Homer eats blowfish and might have like 24 hours to live.
Yes, we didn't mention that before.
We didn't, and that used to be a hard episode for me to watch. It was like really sad to me. Like it would like really make me upset. And now I can watch it better, but it's like really sad. It like really, really like touches me. Like I just...
Yeah, he
so
eventually
sad.
Accepts his fate, and he's just sitting in the chair.
And then he like drops the cassette player or whatever, and you think, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
it's just really depressing. Like, oh gosh, what?
Yeah,
terrible news.
Yeah.
It has The Way We Was, which is the Artie Ziff, the prom, like that first flashback to them as a couple when they were in high school, and that's good stuff. It has Brother Where Art Thou? That's the introduction to Unky Herb. I love this episode with B. That one doesn't get a lot of attention or whatever, but when Grandpa is dating B, and then she dies of a broken heart. She has a heart attack because they took him out finally, and he didn't come back for their date. We see Ringo. And then Lisa Substitute.
Ringo, no, that's the painting or Marge.
Yeah, and I love a Marge episode.
Yeah.
And then Lisa Substitute. I mean, talk about heart. That's such a...
You are
Lisa
Simpson.
It's so good. That's such a good episode. Anyway, season 2 is real high, which I mentioned. I know I mentioned the last one, but season 1, it's a little rough. But so for season 2 to already be that good, it's like... Yeah, it's definitely one of my absolute favorite great episodes. Go on.
Okay, yeah, season 2.
So your number 4?
My number 4 is season 6. Yes, season 6, which is low. Wait, is it that low? No, I'm messing up here.
It's pretty. It's close to 1 on there.
Number 4. So yeah. So my season, or my number 4 pick is season 6, which on their list they had at number 4. So it's actually the same. So I actually matched their list.
You matched them on that one.
Yeah.
I have it higher. We'll get to that. I season 6,
which was great. Again, we had talked about earlier, the Stonecutters.
You're trying to peek mine.
I'm trying to.
There's some good ones. I mean, have Lemon and Troy if you want. Lemon Tree.
Yeah, Lemon Tree.
It's good. It's just, they're in their stride. I mean, when I think of good Simpsons, I think around, about 96, 97. That's it right there. That's that era.
And the, what is it, the Homer the Clown.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So I had that number 4. You had, well, we'll get into yours. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to you. Number 3.
Number 3, I have season 7. Where did they have that?
That was kind of low. Let me see. You had number 3, season 7. They had it high. Well, they might have had it around that spot too.
Anyways,
they had it number 2. They had number.
Oh, and I have 7. It 3.
Yeah, number 2.
So the kids end up in foster care with the Flanders. That's so really funny. That's such a funny episode.
That's the one we've been quoting recently, or at least with when Homer wakes up after he's been baptized.
Oh, he's all, I feel like the something. I don't know, he goes into some Bible stuff.
Well, I feel like
the baptism of Saint something.
Yeah. And Ned's like, Homer, what did you say?
So shut your stupid face, or shut your face, stupid Flanders, or I don't know. Anyway, so we're like butchering it, but it's just so good. I remember my mom seeing that episode, and when the water hits Homer, because he takes a baptism for Bart, and the water hits him, he's like, my mom was like, that's ugly, it's like he's the devil or something. Like she didn't like that very much. That's ugly. I don't like that. Anyways, Bart sounds like soul. The Bart salesman, everything about me must go. You got the Pogs. You have the bike getting run over.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And then it gets cleaned, and then it falls apart, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, then the guy's laughing.
That's such a funny.
Then he goes
down. Why? Subway, it's so stupid. It's so funny. When he buys those little dinosaurs that he thinks they're gonna like be huge and eat Lisa. It just like puffs up a little bit and goes down the drain.
Yeah.
Great episode. King Size Homer. Homer and his moo-moo.
Yes.
So good. Such a good episode.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Bone Storm. I know these aren't the names of the episodes, but Mom.
Yeah, we've been quoting that
Idiot.
A lot lately.
But I
have Bloodstorm.
With Thrill Ho. I just spit.
Yes.
Thrill Ho. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Thrill Ho.
Good stuff from that. The Pen Pals. Pen Pals is just a good, solid, classic episode. This has the Bushes. George Sr. The Chanel suit. That's a good one. They played it too much on TV. Almost killed it, but it's a good one. The Wadford. When they go to the
Watford.
Knoxville.
Yeah.
Or I didn't think he was going to do Moon River, but then bam, second encore. So funny. The Fighting Hellfish.
Oh,
I love that. It's such a off the wall episode,
epic,
but doesn't go so crazy that it's out of this world. It's just, I love that episode. I think it's fun. It's different. I mean, I would be tempted to get that tattoo. I love 22 short films about Springfield. You were saying it's not one of your favorite, but I think it's a great episode. I think it's a good, solid episode, and fun and done differently. Yeah, I think it's a great episode. We're here. We're queer. We don't want any more bears.
We just saw
That's the immigration
recently.
One. Yeah, and Apu almost gets deported. Mo does get deported, which they don't really address how he gets back or whatever, but good episode. And then Lisa, when she becomes cool. I love that episode. As a little girl watching it, I love that episode. Actually, there's a moment where she hands her yearbook that she helped create. She hands it to the group of girls. They pass it all around and they give it back to her, and there's no signatures in it. literally happened to me in middle school. Literally, I gave it to a group of girls and we're all standing there. Got it back with nothing in it. I don't remember being that devastated about it or anything, but it was just like, well, fuck you then. But then when I look back at that episode, I'm like, hey, that happened to me. Anyways, that's...
Yeah,
so
I never even
it's
had
just a bird. It's just a bird. You don't control the birds. You will someday, but not now. There's a lot of heart in that episode, and yeah, being a little girl, I think I really liked that one.
Yeah.
So that was my 3. What was your 3?
My 3 was actually season 2. And we just talked about it mainly because of how much heart. So it's a lot different.
So much heart.
It's a lot different. Or not a lot different, but it is different than, especially the later episodes. Like, there's no heart really left.
Oh, there's hardly any. Yeah. Hardly any heart.
Yeah, like that. If you just think of any touching episode, usually you'll point to season 2. Like, you'll be surprised how many actually are in that season alone. The only other one I'm thinking, but that's not season 2, is the Do It For Her.
Oh, so good.
Which is...
I love any flashback episode, though.
What season is that?
I think it's in one of my tops here, so we'll get to it, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you had that on your list already. That's season 6.
Yeah. That's the only other moment I can think of, like a real touching moment. But that's... Other than that, all the other ones are all in season 2. So, yeah. So number 2, what did you have? Real quick. Season 2. I think we said already. That was number 6 on the Screen Rants list.
Season 2. Oh, you said that before. My number 2 is season 8.
Ooh.
You got Scorpio.
That's good. Let me see.
Scorpio.
Okay.
Oh my god, that episode. It's such a good episode, such a good character. The Broncos at the end, go Broncos. They went on to win the Super Bowl, I think that same year, maybe the next year, and they're making fun of them. Oh, so
Might
funny.
have been the next year, yeah.
It was close.
So yeah, that's Screen Rant had season 8, number 8, which we pointed out the David Duchovny or the X-Files kind of episode.
Yeah.
So that one was the one with Burns.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Burns was like the alien.
Love.
Yeah. They thought he was an alien.
Is it the kind of love between man and woman, or between man and was it fine Cuban cigar or something like that? Then you just thought, I bring love.
Yeah.
I woke up covered in sticky translucent goo. He started drooling all over himself. Yeah. Great episode. So yeah, Scorpio. Maison Derriere. They played that too much on TV, got a little burnt out on it, but it's a great episode. So the Van Houten's breakup, which we talked about that's so good. All the when they're talking about the cracker factory or whatever, and Marge she has the wrong brand of crackers and she sticks it under hides it while they're fighting. It's just such a funny episode. Oh, the chili episode.
Oh yeah,
that's one of my absolute favorite episodes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know
something misterioso.
Name.
De something Homer. I don't know. It's the mysterious journey of Mr. Homer, basically. Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Johnny Cash is the coyote.
Yeah, and the talking coyote was really just a talking dog. Find your soulmate, Homer. Wait, dogs don't talk. Woof, damn straight.
Yeah.
Good. That has the X-Files. Sherry Bobbins. Sherry Bobbins is just a good, fun episode, although it does kind of break my rule of it being like supernatural.
Yeah, she flies.
But I don't know. I look past it because it's such a fun episode. Poochie, the rockin' dog.
Yeah, that's great. Why? Yeah. Well, no, by like I can't think of his name now. Roy. Yeah, I like Roy.
The Hey Roy, just all casually, like they just casually introduce his character and take him away.
That's just like jumping the shark. They're gonna add a character.
Yeah.
And Roy shows up. Yeah.
So funny. They don't explain it. Nothing. The Beer Baron. Oh my gosh, Prohibition. Oh man, that's a good episode. Laddie.
Yeah.
Good, solid episode. Frank Grimes. Grimy. That's a good episode. What's your number 2? Lives.
All right, so number 2 is season 3, which
isn't on my top 6.
Screen Rant had season 3 at number 3, so that's my number 2, which we went over before. The Radio Bart, Flaming Moe's.
It's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so season 3 you had Michael Jackson, you have the whole
which I know
Lisa
I'm not supposed to like him no more, but anyways, it was a good episode at the time.
You got Bart's Friend Falls in Love, just good with Milhouse, and let's see, The Auto Show.
Lisa Gets a Pony.
Yeah.
I Married Marge. Love all the flashback episodes.
Oh yeah. Also, Colonel Homer.
Great. Actually, that's a fun one to watch on the DVD if you ever get around to it, anyone. Because that's the only one I've ever done where you could turn on this feature where facts will pop up throughout the episode, and just these random facts will pop up on the screen. So it's an interesting one to watch. You learn a lot about it, which I love the soundtrack to that one. Beverly D'Angelo also sings lower than me. Her and Lisa both do, and I pride myself in being an alto, and I can't sing along with them, and it really boils my potato. Really pisses me off.
So that one also has Bart goes on the ride-along. Well, that's the separate vocations. After taking a test, Lisa should be a homemaker and Bart should be a police officer. That's a great episode. Also, Homer at the Bat. I
just realized that I mentioned in season 4, I mentioned the wrong brother episode. I was thinking it was the Return of Unky Herb, but that was actually the Big Brother program.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that caught my eye. Which, funny thing from that episode, real quick, little sidebar, is when he sees the commercial for the Big Brother program, a little boy is standing at his dad's gravesite, and they're all, your dad's not coming back, is he? Oh, he might. No, he's not. It's like so mean. So sad. He's all, oh. So funny. So wrong. Anyways, so that was your 2. Are we ready for ones? Are we ready for drum rolls?
Alright, yeah.
I mean, process of elimination, you can figure out what mine is because I said it was on my list. But anyways, season 6 is my number 1. Which I wouldn't let you look at my thing. But Itchy and Scratchy Land. Love that one. That's always a treat to me when that one comes on because they didn't show it as much on TV, I feel like. Stonecutters, The Sex Tonic.
Oh.
With Grandpa Simpson. It's so funny. That's a good episode. Maggie Makes 3. That's a good heart episode. Do it for her. Homie the Clown, which the funny thing about that is when they originally designed Homer and Krusty, the joke was supposed to be that, or that was their thought, is that he was the same person. That he was Krusty the Clown. I mean, they look exactly the same. But anyway, so that, they ended up throwing that out. But so it's funny that he actually ended up being him. Stop, he's already dead. That's a good quote from that one. Anyways. The Critic crossover that has Pocahontas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And but football in the groin has a football in the groin.
Yeah.
And it has
Boo Earns.
Boo Earns. I was saying Boo Earns. And Senor Spielbergo.
Right.
That's a great episode, and it was a good crossover.
Yeah, the Critic.
The Critic was a good show. It was a good show. Bleeding Gums dies. Oh man, the jazz and testify, the faithless man believes. It goes into that whole song at the end after you see Was it Mufasa and Vader and yeah. Anyways, they're all up in the sky. Oh, so good. Marge becomes a cop, and then the lemon tree episode is just a damn fine episode. I could quote that one all day. There's a lemon behind that rock. Well, Roman numerals, they never even tried to teach us that in school. Then Rocky 2, or what does he say? Rocky 2 plus Rocky V equals Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge. Oh, look, this is what it sounds like when doves cry, because the Millhouses meet.
Oh, yeah.
I could quote that one all day. Shake hard, boy. Stupid like a fox. It's so good. It's such a good episode. That's definitely one of my favorites. Just quotability wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you agree it's a good season. It was high on your list.
Yep. You had it. Where did I have it at? Oh, number 4. Yeah.
Yep. My number 1.
Did we just?
I don't think we matched anything.
Them? No, I was gonna say we reversed them because my number 1. No, it was your number 5. My number 1 is season 4.
Which I mean, I can't argue.
Which actually matched, I think, Screen Rant. Yeah, that matched.
I can't argue. It's great, especially that dental plan.
I mean, that's it right there. Just that episode alone puts it above all the other ones.
I mean, that combined with Homer meeting God, I think that's a great episode. Those are like perfect episodes.
Yeah.
They really are. But I mean, it's like choosing between my babies. Like, I love them all,
Yeah,
but
we already went through all those. March vs. the Monorail. Where's some of the other ones on there? The Mr. Plow. Well, we just went through them with yours. But,
yeah, it's just, it's good stuff.
But no, they're all great. All these seasons we just mentioned, they're all great. But for me, that's what put it over the top was the, Last Exit to Springfield.
Okay, I have to see something real quick. Season 7, that was my number 3. What was season 7?
My 5.
That was your 5, both in our top. That's where we get Perfectly Cromulent from. That's
there you go.
Lisa the Iconoclast.
Yes, season 7.
Jebediah Sprungfield. No, wait. Han Sprungfield, Jebediah Springfield.
Yeah.
And it's Silver Tongue.
Trying to think of the same before Perfectly Cromulent. It's
Biggins.
But it's, what is it?
A Noble Spirit and Biggins
Biggins.
Smallest?
The smallest,
man?
Smallest man.
I never heard of Biggins till I moved to Springfield. I don't know why. It's a perfectly cromulent word.
Yeah.
She says it a little more snotty.
And
I love when she's like, well, just when I was getting over my Chester A arthritis. You have arthritis? Or he calls her a PC thug, and Homer's like, I've been calling her a greasy thug too. It never stops hurting. That's great. What episode is Apes a Poppin'?
Oh,
because that's where we get our Instagram handle, which is Nerds a Poppin'. Oh, yeah, Apes a Poppin'. He's sick, and they bring him movies. Is that when he's eating the sandwich? The rotten sandwich?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Are you sure? Oh, kidney trouble. Yeah. So what is that? Season 10.
Yeah, that's what we get.
Season 10 is Apes a Poppin', so it's definitely within my range.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, anyway, that was our top 5.
Thanks for going on this journey with us.
Jeez, yeah.
I'm sure you have thoughts.
Yeah, that was our top 5. Hey, why don't you comment below? Give us your top 5. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, are we way off? Should we include some of the way later ones? We don't know them. We just don't know them that well, and I want to watch them just for the sake of watching them, but I gave up a long time ago, and then I caught some episodes that actually made me laugh from later years, so I'm like, maybe it's worth revisiting those. Anything after like 12.
Yeah, we'll probably watch, after looking at the Screen Rant list, we'll probably watch some of the later episodes, at least some of the ones that they're recommending. But yeah, maybe you can recommend some too. Pictures of Apes Poppin'. Yeah, so Apes Poppin', if you want to subscribe. I'll probably put some videos, probably the other parts to all of this. Alright, well, that's it for us, so we're out of here.